Hey guys, and welcome back to another thrilling episode. And I reckon it's finally time to do a building tutorial on one of these two models. Now, which one do you think will be the model I will be building? Well, probably from the title and the thumbnail, hopefully, you would know the model I'm going to be doing a building tutorial on is Lofty. But yeah, Lofty. So the first section we're going to build of Lofty is Lofty's back. Second, Lofty's front, and then finally for the third part, Lofty's boom, aka the crane. Be aware, remember those eyes are legal building technique, so have blue tack ready for the second part of Lofty's build. I'm sorry, but it's the only way I could get Lofty to look accurate. So, yeah. Okay, with all that said, I'm going to get to building the first part of Lofty. So first things first, Lofty's back section is 8 studs wide. So get an 8x8, or simply what I have is 2 4x8 base plates in blue. Put them together just like that. And then a 1x1, 1x8 skinny as well, and put that at the back. So this is going to be the back of Lofty's part. Next, we need get one of these in blue, pop that right there. Get a 3er, 1x3, pop that right there. Next, do the exact same thing on the other side. Another one of these blue pieces right there. Should start to look like this. Just get it out of the way for now. Get 1x6 and place that right in the middle. So basically with the middle section, you can fill the middle section up however you want, but this is just how I built my Lofty. Next we want a 1x3, put that right there, and we'll turn that to the front, and we'll start to build the part that attaches the back to the front section, which will be pretty easy. Get a 2x4 in blue, pop that there, and then one of these blue pieces, with the hole in it. Don't know exactly the part number of this, and actually one skinny away, so there'll be a little gap. And then put 1x2 inside that little gap. This is so you can push out the back from the front a lot better. And then get a tile and place that on top. And that is the Lofty's hook. So that is the first part done. Next, I'm going to get some bricks. These are red. So this can be in any color that you want. And this helps fill in the interior of Lofty. Place those like that. Next, get a 2x4 brick in blue, place it there, and then another 2x4 brick in blue, place it there. So you can kind of see it starting to form Lofty's base. And now since there's actually room, we can attach the next base plate. And like that. And this piece is still left on the side, but that will be connected real shortly. Then next, you're going to need a lot of these pieces. You need 8 of these. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to fill out the entire back section with these. Just like that. And then there's a little gap. Put a 4er. You know that. And you've started to build the first part of Lofty's back. Next, we're going to need some 1x3 brick. Put a 1x1 tile on top and place that at the back. Next, a 1x1, put that at the back. So it should look like that. Next, a 1x4, well, 2x4 brick, sorry about that. Put that at the back. And then, so tile on top, 2x3, place that right there. Get a 1x1, pop that there. Get a 1x2, pop that there. And finally, a 1x1 brick with a 1x1 skinny, and pop it there. As you can see, we're starting to form one of those holes in the back of Lofty. And then next, we're going to need another 1x3 with a tile on the very end, and pop that right there. Next, we're going to need some filler bricks. So I use red because I had a lot of red bricks, and you place that. Once again, this can be filled in however you want, with any color as well, because it's not going to be seen from the outside. Next, we're going to need a 2x4. Pop that right there. So you see this? So create 2 of these, or simply, and mine, yeah, you have to do this. Yep. So you see, this is a 2x8, and that's a 1x8. Double that like that, except put the 1x8 on the bottom of the 2x8, and then attach them together, so it forms like a little skinny base plate like that. And then push that nice and firmly onto Lofty's base. Okay, so now since we've made that, get a 2x3 for 1x1 tile, and place that right there. And that's the second layer all done. Now, next, we're going to need 2 2x3 tiles in blue. Place the 2x3 right there. And then a 1x8 right there to tile off that. Next, a 2x2 tile. Place it right there. A 1x2 skinny there. And then finally, one of these blue arches. So it's a 2x3, and place it right there, which creates Lofty's blue arch in the center. Next, we need a 2x3, and place it right there, as you can see. Then another 2x3, right there. And you can see we're starting to build up the wall. Okay, next, a 1x8 brick that goes right there. Next, we need a 1x1 brick in blue. Pop that in the middle. So you'll fill in the middle like that. So once again, we're just filling in the middle. Then next, a 1x2 with a 1x1 brick and a 1x1 skinny on top, and place that directly there. So now those two sides are identical. So this is what it should look like. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Hopefully you guys are able to keep up. You can always pause the video at any time as well. Next, a 1x2 brick in blue. Or 2x4 brick. Getting those wrong, and place it there. And then finally, there's going to be a wall of brick, which are 2 1x4s, or simply if you had a 1x8 in blue, then you can fill up that. There's multiple ways you can fill in all this area. And then we're getting to the final layer of bricks, and then it's skinnies, all from here, I believe. Okay, next we get a 1x2 with a skinny. Place it right there. Sorry, this is a little slow. I just need to do a certain thing to make sure I get it all correct. Because if I don't build it exactly how I did before, I will end up having more pieces or less pieces than what I started with. If that makes any sense. And next, get another 1x2 with 1x1 skinny. 1x2 skinny. And place it there. And we're starting to finish off with the build, which is good. Next, a 1x3 brick. Place it at the back. Oops. And a 1x1. So 1x1 skinny. Place it there. And then next, we need a 2x3 2x4 brick in blue, this, and place it directly there. So the top should look like that. Remember, there's 1x1 skinnies on top of some of these. You might be able to see that 1x1 skinny on top. So it's just this one that just doesn't have that until now. So now, on top of all these bricks, there should be at least one skinny. Remember that. Next, a 1x2 brick in blue. Place it there. And you start to see we're forming those little holes in the side. And then finally, fill in the whole section with 2x4 bricks in blue. We are basically reaching the very end. Next, get a turntable in black, or in any color, and place that directly in the middle. This is what's gonna give Lofty the ability to rotate his crane back and forth. Let's get a 1x4 brick, place it there, get another 1x4 brick, and place it in the back, just like that. And then next, we're going to be using like some skinnies. So get a 1x6 skinny and place it right in there. So they'll fill in that little hole, and then you also guessed it, do the exact same thing on the other side. Next, get a 2x8. Actually, no, not a 2x8. My mistake. Get a 2x6 skinny and place it there. And that marks the end of the little gaps on the side. And of course, you guessed it, you do the exact same thing on the other side as well. And place it there. Next, get a 1x6 skinny, place it there. Get another one of these 1x6 skinnies and place it there. So then your top should now look like this. Finally, get some cheese slopes, 1x2 cheese slopes in blue, and finish off the slopes on Lofty's corners. And then get a 1x6 tile in blue, place it there. Another 1x6 tile in blue, place it there. It should look like this. And of course, if you have 1x4 tiles in blue, which I don't, you can just fill it up as any way you want. So I have 1x3 skinny, and a 1x1. And then since I didn't have another 1x4 tile, I just used two 1x2 tiles in blue. And that is basically the entire back section of Lofty done. And then of course, here are your 4 tires. So you're going to need a black narrow tire piece and try and find this exact tire tread. So make sure it says narrow, because if it doesn't say narrow, then it's not the right width. Get one of the smooth ones and simply get one of these axle pieces, pop it in at the back, and make sure the truck angle is facing out, not the spokes, the truck. And place that in like that. Another one there. And then finally, that one. And that one. And just like that, that is part 1 of how to build Lofty from Bob the Builder. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed. And hopefully, if you have these parts, then you can make this model as well. I'll have to put together the part list, so hopefully there'll be a part list in this video, but if there's not, then I'm sorry, you just have to look through this video to see what parts you need. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!